All right, so all our sparge water is in the mash tun, and it's time for us to take first runnings. So the first thing that we're gonna do is, it's likely that in the bottom of the tun, there's gonna be some grain particles that are gonna make their way through the filter in the bottom. We don't want those in our kettle. A little bit's not a big deal, but to the extent that we can keep that as clear as possible, the better. So the first thing we're gonna do, we've got our high temp hose that's hooked up here. I'm just gonna open this valve slowly. And one of the things I think a lot of homebrewers tend to do is they wanna get this part over with quickly. But really the slower you do this, the better. You really wanna let that liquid take its way coming down. So you're also gonna reduce the amount of extra particulates you get that have come through. So we're gonna open up here a little bit and let the first come through. There we go. And if you see here, sure enough, I've got some grain floating in here. So I'm gonna take a little bit more here. Fill this probably almost all the way to the top, and then obviously this has great flavor, great color in here, so we don't want to dispose of this. We'll just pour it back into the top of the tun. All right, so you can see that what we're shooting for here is clarity to the extent that we can get it, and obviously this is not terribly clear. So I'm gonna take off the top. And at this point, we want the bed to set. So I don't want to dump this in and stir up all those grains. I just want to gently pour this in so I don't disturb too much of the grain bed. We're trying to get that to set. A quick little trick, some people like to take just something like a lid, like this, and you can just balance that on the top let that float on the top of your liquid, and then when you pour over that, it'll disperse the liquid a little more, so you'll yet further reduce the amount that you're stirring up the grain bed. Again, it's not completely necessary. Some people like to do that. It's really a matter of choice. All right, let's try this again. And it might be that we have to do this 5 or 6 times. It's already coming out a little clearer.